I don't think I bothered to look at and notice before. Our planet has rings. Very nice. Here, in space. Where previously efforts began to bully our neighbors into submission in preparation for the Spice Wars. And we pretty firmly came out ahead in our first couple of rounds of violence. Though the continuing looming threat of our proper main rival over there continues to escalate. For the moment, though, they seem uninterested in attacking the pirates directly. So we temporarily have some pacts in place to dissuade them. Which, I believe, at last measure, left us in a pretty good position to go after these folks. Yeah, we were just waiting for the truces from ending our old migration pacts to wear off. Then it would be time to go out there, break some faces, claim some spice. And alongside that, we also became aware of the home system of our precursor chain. So we want to get in there and investigate that mystery. And also, furthermore, we picked up Voidborn that have begun a pretty substantial rollout of space habitats. Kind of local cap here. Maybe. We did order a fair number of habitat to be thrown down there. There's all four of those occurring in parallel. That might be the limit, in which case, off to the pub? Yeah, sure, the pub for now.
Beep.
Welcome. Beep. Or maybe it's a limit to how many I can be working on at a time. That would also be sensible. Anyway, also with the side jump drives, we've become alarmingly flexible in how we apply power. And from our couple of wars we did previously, demonstrated that we have pretty good concentration of killing power. So the fleet has been permanently split up into two piles. One sitting over here in the middle, where they could quickly jump out to any part of the frontier, and the other sitting at the home world. Yeah, the habitats are really going to give us a chance to work around how sparse the supply of planets out here is. also make up for the energy deficit that's been pretty normal for us historically over this file. Our planets are quite mineral-rich, our planets and our space possessions. A little short on the cash power. Stations will be good for that. Working the grid. What do you get in there?
Research complete.
Not neglect the immense cultural value of the grid. There's Tachyon lands. We have received the largest beam. That'll drag us closer to the final ship redesigns. And even just with enough energy to spare to switch over from standard particle lines. Good. Excellent.
Ships upgraded.
We make such a big deal out of the ships flying faster than light, why not the gun? And yet the Roltech, apparently considered ahead of us in tech. Those that would make the Hantak our choice for first target. Oh, good. These folks have become loyal. Accepting their place as a tributary to our mighty space crew. Yes, for anyone arriving here fresh, all the creature portraits are pretty good in Stellaris. All pretty striking, all pretty clearly evocative of some kind of thing that exists, while still being novel. A bunch of things that feel like you would see them in other science fiction. Still with their own twist. Wait, didn't you guys voluntarily? Oh, good! We won't have to fight the Unbidden! What wonderful, horrible news. As I go ahead and review, no, you guys are still just non-aggressed. I want you to submit, though. They totally would if we just got a bit closer. A bit closer and a bit larger. But, so yeah, the Echoes in the subspace.
Situation log updated.
marking the beginnings of this run's crisis, which will not be our fault. We're getting a Scourge invasion. Which is very convenient, because I believe, as wizards, also, hello, welcome. Being the first to contribute a bit. A shiny new button to have arrived at this point in the playlist of larger chronology. For now, those notifications will be in their default state, subject to fine-tuning.
Construction complete.
Eventually, some manner of custom noises will be applied to that in due time, as appropriate inspiration and productivity occur. Yeah, the arrival of the Scourge with this map layout could be very good or very bad for us. Pretty much every one of importance has contact with a bit of the edge. They could slam into us, they could go into the Kravadox. They could land anywhere along the conflicted space. Or they could slam directly into an old, depending. For now, we have only the vaguest of omens from which to prepare. The almost non-omen of this. The skies are full of monsters. There are strange, terrifying things lurking beyond the fog. We're quite aware of this. We're quite familiar with it. In fact, let's go poke that right now. Hey, Shroud. Oh, it's still on cooldown. Never mind. We will ask later. See if anything in the standard demon layers has anything to do with the current antics. Or would like to volunteer to fight against them. As far as I know, the Scourge will not, like, arrive from above or below the galaxy, like, plunging into the middle of it. They always come in parallel.
Situation log updated.
Alright, where is the hello? Great. Nice. Fabulous. We have a project to consider. Because, oh look, there's a bunch of planets that are no one's property. Just waiting to be devoured. I would like to perhaps just stake out a claim here and maybe fortify and be ready to put up a fight. we have found a nice apocalyptic battleground. There is a Gaia there, but that is very, very, very sacrosanct to the olds, otherwise I would have taken it by now. It is off limits until such time as something destroys the olds, perhaps us. I would call us not ready right this minute. Having only around 50,000 fleet power, that's a bit shy of where we should be.
Evading hostile fleet.
To punch the elders. Amoebas. Go there. They are more afraid of you than you are of them. Hello. Hello, Scourge. Hello, this did not take long enough for me to build an outpost. I'm for meat noise.
Evading hostile fleet. Evading hostile fleet.
Alright, so begins the Scourge. Let's take a look-see. Individual groups sitting at 18,000 firepower. Level 3 admirals. And here in the Vanguard, it seems to be entirely small boats. But it could actually, at those sizes, it would be feasible to just send a fleet out to engage and have the other join in afterwards.
Construction ship under attack.
Alright, a chance to get valuable data about their weaponry, which looks to be, yep, missile. Biomissiles. Be mostly missile and strike craft. Where, let's see, yeah, most of my ships are not using any point defense at the moment. I could consider restructuring that. I also have... We're running a torpedo boat. Even if the torpedoes I know of are not particularly great. More about the weapon type. Then let's see, then that would leave perhaps the destroyer to get repurposed into an interdiction point defense ship. And then leave the largest to fend for themselves. Although apparently, you became a slightly invalid design. Some small piece of you improved. There. So for the time being, it would tenuously appear that perhaps the bug that caused meat noise to never cease has cleared up. Let us remain hopeful. I might consider sending the reserve fleet to go be refit, so we can have kind of a nice before and after measure of how currently existing designs handle the Scourge. Scourge, who I believe use what is functionally a warp-like system? That was a real quick follow-up. That seemed like not actually any useful amount of time to react to either layer of this. Well, never mind, change of plan. You get home and get rebuilt. Right now, do not engage anything, because now the proper 60,000 point Scourge fleets are here. Alright, they get their foothold then, for free, because I had whole weeks to respond to the subspace rumbles. There will be no preparation. Hey, Olds, do you want to react to this horrible bio-gunk that's going to overrun your holy sites? I might hope you would at least choose to defend yourselves when they fall upon you. As they are about to do, you imbeciles. They are in fact in your homes right now.
Ships upgraded. Ships upgraded.
Alright, we have our refit. Put the team together and then go pick a fight.
Research complete.
As the Scourge establishes their first little foothold. Really? Birds. Well, expect no help from us. You have fun over there. You kicked the bees. You can just go suffer your own consequences back there while I save the universe from the gunk. Although we do stand at a point where, yeah, a well-armed and equipped young empire could start kicking olds right now. A grand alliance of many youngs could probably make a good showing of it. Did I just cancel one that wasn't done yet? Alright, well, 3 of my space habs are built. Also, something I believe is the case. Yes! As wizards, we can attempt to communicate with the Scourge. We can discuss. Interesting bit of lore there.
Construction complete.
Wonder if at some point there will be, like, interlocking between the crisis events and
Construction
follow-ups.
complete.
They seem kind of chill, just hungry. They're just stopping by for a snack. At some point we'll be on their way. Yep, there they go, attacking the Guardians. There's the Guardians not seeming to have any navy of their own, and none is being provoked into existence. By Scourge running into their borders and starting to shoot them up. Yeah, this is kind of a thing that has been complained about firmly, that many aspects of the AI still just kind of don't respond to the existence of the crisis.
Construction complete.
This should be good. I want my fleet in position to descend on whichever bioforce tries to go after my
Construction
stuff.
complete. Construction complete.
Maybe deposit fortresses in a few more of our systems as well. Just to make us that slight bit better equipped. Yeah, I did have point defenses in the most up-to-date version of our big fort.
Construction complete.
Leave the default names on there for now. Wait for inspiration to strike. And yeah, in the interest of further fortification, let's just have these folks vomit up some more construction ships. It's just sad. You're gonna want to look up the console command to just forcibly wake these guys up. Like, why would they not? If anything would jar them out of their stagnancy, surely this. As an energy station. 2 energy stations, 1 research station. That'll be the spread for right now.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Takes 3 months of industrial output to produce each fort. Which we can supplement a little with our energy reserve.
Colonization in progress.
Oh, right. Even though I've renamed the habitat, there's still those names stored from when I launched the colony missions. Where are these going? Just one. Alright, we have our first throwdown. Against 29 Scourge battleships. It's gonna be... Oh, 2 of them are converging on Zwad. Nice. Nice.
Colonization in progress. Incoming transmission.
Fortunately, it takes them a month and a half to cool down after warping. Whether this system lives or dies will depend on how well our own fleet matches off against them, because we have... We're very close in terms of raw firepower, and our equipment should be good counter picks to their fleet. We'll see how well we trade.
Colonization in progress.
Because then, as long as individual engagements trade off well, we definitely have the upper hand in terms of mobility. As a third Scourge fleet descends on Zwad. Hmm.
Construction complete.
Which will appear right next to the one that was already here. And is. We have the Giga Beam. And like a month of uninterrupted fighting with the first of these two fleets.
Hostile fleet engaged.
Monitor this battle closely. They fear us. Or got distracted by snacks. Where are you going, Derez? They might fear us, which is a good sign. If the Swarm Queens are looking at this engagement and thinking it's not worth it, that's great for us. That is a fair omen. Fortunately, we're a ways off our next tradition. Like, our best chance of getting another Ascension perk is if we happen to draw the one that's in the technology pile. Which, if we do, I will then gladly take the Galaxy Defender trade. Or extra bug damage.
Hostile fleet detected.
And there's a biomass heading for one of our stars. We at least have the fort up to stall, but that I will want to get our boats out there. Let's appraise the situation. Rosary is within jump range of things down here. So if this fight ends in victory, we'll be able to just jump directly over it. Here we are at beam range. They apparently also have a projectile equivalent weapon in there. Alright, no, that's their, these acid blasts.
Construction complete.
And a few missiles are getting in. The Lances are achieving some fine heavy lifting here. health is in a big swarm boat. Carriers of about 4,000 health. Yeah, we're doing fine damage here.
Station under attack. Evading hostile fleet.
And sounds like it will soon be time to write off this system as completely dead.
Complete.
And there will be no real way I could have saved it. Well, who knows? How well does a fort hold up under swarm bombardment?
Military station lost. Construction complete.
Farewell, Space Fortress. You were born useless and died useless. Managed to kill a whole nothing.
Spaceport lost. Situation log updated. Construction complete.
And one of the ancient worlds have fallen to the biomass. While our one throwdown against them, well, it's reaching a tipping point. Still, given the broader numbers involved, this is really firmly starting to feel like a dead man walking scenario.
Construction complete.
Because the game still exists in such a state that when the all-consuming biomass appears, everyone else in the galaxy who is not under the control of a human just kind of goes, huh, neat, and waits to be eaten alive. The Shroud has cooled down. Mighty Shroud.
Construction complete.
Reach out into their minds and confirm that they are completely hollow, vapid, worthless garbage people who should not exist.
Mining station lost. Situation log updated.
Okay. One battle concluded. No battleships lost over the course of that. Just pretty much the entirety of every other class of boat that was present in the fleet. It would appear that the large ship meta is in. Which is unfortunate, because those also we can build like 2.5 per year. Almost 4. Get a science ship over there to probe the debris. And then, maybe, try to drop in here and save this planet. Here goes the swarm compartment. And there goes what would be a swarm of helpful bits. Welcome. We can't explain. Our greatest mystics were just trying to solve the riddle of why you're sitting around waiting to die. Alright, let's see if Fleet is able to endure against this other Scourge Queen. One possibility is that if I've managed to stack enough armor onto my large boats, they might just be able to sustain damage indefinitely, thanks to the regenerative plating. I may have just created a large enough brick of bio-steel to endure these guys, while constantly gouging away at them with the Giga Beams. It could also just as well be that the battleships incurred minimal damage in the last throwdown because all of the smaller boats were there to valiantly give their lives. This will determine which of those was the case.
Situation log updated.
Sure looks like the latter. If we perhaps had a yet larger critical mass of large boat. So the answer is that we need many thousands of minerals that are not in our possession.
Fleet destroyed. Situation log updated.
And yeah, that's the stragglers who were not properly blended into the formation. They will die, as expected.
Fleet destroyed.
The only way to fit point defense onto a battleship is to go for the hangar core. Or the hangar bow, which obviously that's out of the question because we need the tachyon lance. Mulling over some numbers here, we can build 6.5-ish of these per year on our mineral income. And we have naval capacity to continue doing that for many years. We could keep quite a sizable pile of large death boat. And in the meanwhile, yeah, that's also with... We're going to lose an amount of those numbers when this planet burns down. Because they're about to do that.
Debris analyzed.
Alright, what can the biodebris tell us? Scourge missile, neutronium, worm pods. Alright, the neutronium would at least be generally applicable. That's like the Type 6 armor plating.
Research complete. Not feeling like either swarm weapon will be of much direct use here. We already have a killing tool. Hell of a situation. Hey, have you experienced a shift in your ethics towards not getting eaten alive by interdimensional space bug? Because that's what we got going on right now.
Construction complete.
Here comes a bio army.
Colony established. Research complete.
Oh, and meanwhile, while I've been distracted with defending my own space, the Scourge have swept back into here, where they will be completely uncontested.
Construction complete. Enemy troops landing. Planet lost to invasion. Hostile fleet detected. Colony established.
Oh, this planet is now covered in biogunk. Oh, that appears to be different than how infested worlds work still. Over here, where they just have a gunk rating.
Construction complete. Colony established.
And the Shroud is just not in the mood for us. Not really feeling it today. Signed just an entire layer of space-time. It looks like we have about 4 years. Or the population remaining on the surface would be exterminated by the bug infestation.
Maybe I can at least take it back? Postpone that apocalypse? Alright, there we can see the cooldown for re-entering the wizard space. Currently just over 3 years. Many residents of the Space Confessional currently unemployed for reason of being consumed by biomass.
Building ruined.
I will grant that that is a pretty fair and firm reason to be late for work. Alright, army battle against pirate militia, because that remains a mechanic that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. A lot of use cases where that just does not add up.
Enemy planet secured.
Okay, liberation. You can all stop being exterminated now. Excuse me, population currently in the process of being stop it. Just don't. Citizens, why are you still throwing yourself into the biovat? There is a known bug where Scourge purges do not stop just because you've gone and liberated the planet.
Construction complete.
Where, unless there is an in-place workaround for this situation, I would think actually this would be the tipping point that would make me abandon this file. Because otherwise, it seems like the war numbers might still indeed gradually swing in our favor if I just be tenacious and opportunistic and keep funneling every available mineral into making more battleships. Apparently this is fixed in the currently available beta patch, which I had not opted into at this time. Would that apply itself if given the chance? Would it fix? We can see here on the menu currently. This is Adams. There's the chance that this is simply enough hassle that, yeah. As much as I have enjoyed space and love it dearly and wish it to succeed, and forgive many of its other flaws, there are critically positioned ones that just cause unrelenting problems and frustration of docs. Come on. It is increasingly clear that you sold this way too soon. If there's a console command I could use to cheat this into not being the case while in line, I'd accept that. If there is some event to fire or other grand meta wizard power to invoke to unpurge all of these birds. That would salvage the situation. Also, apparently, maybe... Right, that's an older bug that has already been fixed.
Would just forcibly repopulate the planet. Let's... And then maybe... That has at least given me a handful of populace to fall back on. Although ones that are very upset about the ongoing bio-apocalypse around them. Going to do a little surgery. It's also a kill pop command in here, but unclear if that targets specific units or not. Let's see. I just aim at this.
Ah, right, the mic was muted because I threw open the console there. The surgery is ongoing. Apologies for the vast enduring science, or silence. We continue this monstrous act of slow, careful debug correction. One of which was mistargeted against who knows where else that ID number was. Someone, somewhere in the universe who you do not know, will perish. Alright, so that leaves... But I think I went and deleted some of the fresh folk who I had also recreated via the populate command. We are invoking the darkest magics here. There are bound to be a few hiccups. Wait, hold on. How are you unemployed? That's a building. Oh, it got damaged. Conduct repairs. Alright, by a miracle! Everyone has been rescued from their bio-goo state. Let us move forward. The mysteries of the void. Yeah, get rid of that. We no longer require those secrets. So our priorities have to be on defending actual pirate space. Leaving everyone else to fend for themselves as we hopefully build up the necessary firepower to start actually hitting back.
Construction complete. Debris analyzed.
Fortunately, we are building up a nice, healthy energy surplus now, which we can reliably flip into half its weight in mineral. And I will also just back these armies off to an appropriate holding area. Keep them out of harm's way. And yes, I think with great reluctance I will rebuild this fortress. Next time will be different. Ports are due to pay out. Any day now, any time, any place. Gonna happen.
Debris analyzed. Construction complete.
At least we're gonna get most of a next generation set of armor plating. And then the rest of it, since we'll finish whatever else with regular research effort. Maybe that will be the all-important missing ingredient. But at least try to prevent one bio invasion. Or remain on guard because that fleet might be about to throw itself at me.
Construction complete.
Although if the olds get themselves entirely devoured, there will be no one to stop me from taking this Gaia over here. In loving memory of our dear departed elder stupids who failed to protect themselves from the biomass. They'd have wanted it this way. Presumably.
Construction complete. Debris analyzed.
So let's see, yeah, for individual battleships are 900 firepower each.
Construction complete.
That'll give us just shy of 50,000 firepower once the whole navy is assembled.
Hostile fleet detected.
Well, here they come again for round 2.
Evading hostile fleet. Science ship lost. Construction ship lost.
Alright, here we go a-fighting. How quickly will this fortress get annihilated? Two of them. The modules on the fort are subspace snare and repair bots. But the fleet is getting the benefit of those repair bots. For so long as the fort endures. Also, it seems like the snare actually makes things worse for us because it looks to have defrosted the enemy. Getting snared means they didn't have to cool down out of warp and just get to enter the fight immediately, instead of sitting idle for a month on the border. So maybe snare bad? Whereas maybe double nanobots. Just regen harder. For future stations. See also, if I want to just quickly... Yeah, the minefield is absolutely worthless. It's ooh, maybe 20 damage. The swarmlings here have hundreds of health. And like going into the shipmaker, just for hypothetical sake, our smallest boat has 300 health. Perhaps it's close to the equivalent of one shot from a small weapon, from a very high-tech small weapon, or a low-tech medium. Armor piercing. Just one per, how long was it on the cooldown? For the minefield? Doesn't say. Oh, each day. So an extra shot a day against everything. That maybe actually could add up. I mean, it would take 3 months of minefield to actually grind down one of those. You know, spread across this entire fleet, that would be appreciable damage. It's a weapon system that at least scales up its damage throughput. Only forts didn't just vaporize so quickly. Forts they're real bad.
Construction complete. Situation log updated.
The meat noise was continuing because I had the fight selected still. As it will, as it should.
Spaceport lost. Situation log updated. Construction complete. Research complete.
Although on further consideration, George aren't really using energy weapons. I should perhaps just double down on armor.
Construction complete.
Oh no, I already know that combination doesn't work out.
And the result is a less expensive battleship. They'll be able to force more of them into space.
Ships upgraded.
Result is something that has less firepower on paper, but maybe will be a better counter pick to Scourge boats.
Research complete.
Wonderful. Gently into the night, that mega corporation. Oh, but I've already capped out. Why is there even a cap for how much armor you can have? Mysteries upon mysteries.
Construction complete. Station under
And,
attack.
oh look, here they come from another direction entirely.
Hostile fleet detected.
Where the
Hostile
altered
fleet
station with more
detected.
armor and point defense seems to die even faster. And there is no way for the fleet to actually respond in a reasonable span of time to that.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Also,
Construction complete.
Crises have gone through a couple of cycles of players going, I can defeat these, that's too easy. And so their numbers were made bigger without some sort of matching actual improvement of the combat mechanics in order to be sure that large numbers actually pose a fair and interesting challenge for one to engage. They don't. They also conducted this increase of numbers before implementing and rolling out the fix to make the rest of the board react appropriately to how dangerous the crisis numbers are.
Hostile fleet detected. Situation log updated.
Surprising number of these ships are not quite dead yet. They might finally be trading
Situation
damage
log
well.
Updated.
Let's get to the point. The pact is sealed.
Enemy troops landing.
Whatever else should happen, this will end.
Planet lost to invasion.
Food, minerals, energy, unity, influence, research, naval capacity. 50 years. Hey, we love art. Art's great.
Research complete.
If we have any dark matter in our space.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Research station lost.
They are bothering to pick on my science outposts.
Construction complete. Research complete. Construction complete.
Most of a year to get the fleet refit done. And we're now making 7.5 battleships per year. As the swarm has sent several broods to enter and freely move about our space.
Construction complete. Research complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Construction complete. Hostile fleet detected. Research complete.
couple more colony ship could be a fair investment just to get those properly populated. Make sure we capitalize on our benefits.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
I move to defend the Swamp Star.
Hostile fleet detected. Ships upgraded. Colonization in progress.
Sure, I'm down the refit.
Spaceport lost. Situation log updated. Construction complete. Construction complete. Hostile fleet detected. Debris analyzed. Construction complete. Construction complete. Hostile fleet detected.
Really, more battleships means more tachyon lances, which are perhaps the most important weapon in all of these exchanges.
Hostile fleet detected.
Just look at them go. It is perhaps the only thing that actually matters in these engagements.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Just the outlandish, spine-melting alpha damage of the tachyon lances. Completely overpowering anything that gets in their way.
Debris analyzed. Construction complete. Research complete.
Howdy, other Scourgemen. Would you like to dance?
Construction complete. Construction complete.
The fighters may also be doing okay. Can I spot anywhere what category their efforts are falling into? I continue to have no idea if Strikecraft are any good or not in the current state of the mechanics.
Construction complete.
Good day, commerce entity. I am here to purchase gems. Kindly accept this vast reserve of energy. Do not ask where it came from. Be well for your remaining years.
Construction complete. Construction complete. Hostile fleet detected. Debris analyzed.
Alright, that number is now starting to decrease. I will duck them out of there. Noting that that stack survived quite comfortably against 160 and was still chewing away at the second.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
And let's see, battle report from that. 8 vessels lost overall in exchange for... for 38 enemy capital ships and a large share of their children.
Construction complete. Evading hostile fleet.
While during the battle... Ah, good. More planets fall under the influence of this one.
Construction complete.
During the battle, while it was being carried out, I was able to build several more boats. You may be able to sustain violence against them at this point.
Construction complete.
Yeah, with currently available vessels, that fleet will be back up to the size it was at the start of that battle.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
And with those, it will surpass.
Construction complete.
Need to choose my battles carefully, but the ones I do choose, I can win. For now. If we can get Science Team to figure out something relating to energy. We're gonna figure out something relating to bees. That will help.
Evading hostile fleet. Construction complete. Evading hostile fleet.
They're trying to get into our unacceptable.
Construction complete. Colony established.
Good day, associate.
Construction
How is your
complete.
existence? Fleeting and ephemeral? Good.
Construction complete. Research complete. Building ruined. Evading hostile fleet.
Good.
Incoming transmission. Construction complete. Research complete. Spaceport lost. Situation log updated.
The only thing that matters is more lances. More and larger beams. Focused energy. Yeah, battlecruiser yards. Battleship yards. This will also be of use.
Evading hostile fleet.
In the time we have spent disintegrating this scourge, 8 more have poured into their place. Right, this war is still nominally happening. It has at least managed to wake them up. What were your goals in this war?
Construction complete. Situation log updated.
Things that have nothing to do with me. Great. Perfect. Wonderful. Good and excellent. There's the main event. There's trading one battleship to destroy an entire scourge mass. We've attained the critical point. We have a fleet capable of victories. And so the most important thing becomes maintaining as many spaceports as possible
that can throw more ships into the blender.
Research complete. Building ruined. Construction
The only
complete.
thing that matters is the Tachyon Lance. The lance and any science which augments its power. Bob remains under bombardment. Fleet count now 41 Tachyon Lances and appropriate support equipment.
Construction complete. Hostile fleet detected. Construction complete. Evading hostile fleet. Situation log updated.
Another Starbrood successfully dismantled. As the enemy tries to move against the homes of our beloved
Construction
snailmen.
Spaceport lost. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet detected. Research complete. Hostile fleet detected. Spaceport lost.
5% more
Situation log
Tachyon Lance?
updated.
Yes. I welcome this.
Construction complete. Hostile fleet detected. Hostile fleet detected. Building ruined. Evading hostile fleet. Science ship under attack. Construction complete. Situation log updated. Science ship lost.
We have a fleet capable of defeating individual biobroods. So they have thrown more.
Colony ship lost. Construction complete.
If they just decide to put pressure on our remaining shipyards, the situation becomes unrecoverable, even with the limitless power of the abyss behind us.
Construction complete. Spaceport lost.
And I have no idea how much
Hostile
new
fleet
fleet
detected.
they are able to generate
Situation
with this
log
amount of space
updated.
under their boot.
Hostile fleet detected.
It is entirely possible that they are just
Construction
able to
complete.
outpace our industry.
Construction complete.
But oh, they took, yeah, this is the home, they took out our home spaceport, which, like every other spaceport, is made of tissue paper.
Building ruined. Building ruined. Situation log updated. Hostile fleet detected.
Well, let's see. Is this mass capable of defeating 2 swarms at once? Why can't these stupid things mount weapons?
Construction complete.
Why can't a planet itself mount weapons?
Building ruined.
With the industries of an entire planet, surely they could build one of these just in a dome somewhere and point it at the sky.
Man, I sure wanted this. I sure wanted to keep this from spiraling out of control by moving into the drop zone and establishing fortifications to fight them there. Real shame that was impossible because they arrived 20 seconds after the signal dropped.
Detected.
And then what should have been the most powerful, roadblock to
Research
keep them
complete.
contained just fell asleep at the switch. That's a nice number to see.
Construction complete.
And fascinating that the robot was angered by that number. That's
Research
acceptable. I'll
complete.
work on fine-tuning the chatbot. Put in some manner of whitelist to permit that. That is an acceptable context in which to spam symbols.
Construction complete.
Alright, so this was able to grind down 2 swarms at great material cost.
Situation log updated.
But man, I just sure have a depthless,
Situation
abiding
log
love
updated.
for losing a game because its mechanics failed to deliver the functions they advertise. Yep, just here's an element that decided it did not want to work today. Good night.
Construction complete. Enemy troops landing.
Which one are they invading?
Construction
Bog.
complete.
Baiting Bog.
Beep.
Beep indeed.
Enemy invasion defeated.
Really? That happens? The swarms at least travel in very nice quantities of firepower.
Building ruined.
But yeah, it's looking like this is balancing out. It will not even be like the fun, satisfying kind of desperate blood war that could maintain vague hope of survival in response to tenacity and player skill and flavorfully brutal quantities of number. Also, it took forcibly dragging the most powerful Void event out of the Shroud by console in order to even reach a point where we're kind of feasibly feeling like we won't quite be able to keep pace, but we'll make a show of ongoing, futile, desperate struggle to never receive any support from any other part of the galaxy. Even these
Construction
assholes
complete. Building
who have finished
ready.
waking up and becoming a regular thing.
Construction complete.
They're not going to use that change of heart to actually come over here and fight the horrible biomass that is destroying all of their precious, friendly young races.
Situation log updated. Evading hostile fleet.
Yep, for every swarm I destroy, there's 5 more freshly spawned. And there is no way to create, like, actual defenses with which to harden my space and meaningfully delay
Hostile
and
fleet detected.
mulch them while conducting any manner of asymmetric war. Wherever my fleet is, I am safe. Everywhere else burns down, which simultaneously prevents the fleet from ever recovering or continuing to grow.
Hostile fleet detected.
Just
Building
a very
ready.
boring kind of lose condition. That again started because, oh, where's the
Construction
crisis gonna
complete.
land today? Over
Construction
here!
Complete.
Where, no, you won't get there, even if you just day 0, the moment it starts, scramble a
Situation
response.
log updated.
You were already too late because... shrug. Just yeah, look over here. Here's all these other star broods that have sprung into existence during the desperate
Construction
struggle
complete.
over here. Day 0 with side jump drives, top tier movement systems that I earned by, you know, investing and taking the risks, and they're right over there, 2 jumps away from my main fleet bait. This was not enough to accomplish anything to prepare for this. Is just a very bad crisis. The real shit unpleasant chain of events that this file was dead 2 hours ago over a dice roll.
Building ruined. Construction complete. Enemy troops landing.
The pact is still 10 years from expiring. Who knows, maybe if I just
To invasion.
leave time at full speed, I can just try to burn my way to the end of days. Keep building every vessel I can. Yes, the voiceover is occasionally saying building ruined. That is a side effect of bombardment. Where
Research complete.
due to other contexts becomes more baffling, a good mechanic is that when, like, buildings on the surface get damaged by war, the building stays there, it just gets knocked out until you pay a small repair fee to put it back in motion. Which, why don't space stations work that way?
You understood that this was a thing you could do, and you implemented it right over there. Maybe it should have also been elsewhere. So let's see, in all this time, the secondary event chain has not fired up yet either.
Situation log updated.
Yeah, we're just gonna spend the next decade charging the spirit bomb. Maybe it will work out. Perhaps at least revenge.
Building ruined.
Get these assembly yards up so I can try to force out more. Or drag out something. Keep buying more gemeralds.
Hostile fleet detected. Research complete. Incoming transmission.
And you know, the worst thing about the bioapocalypse is gonna be when we finally release our countermeasure after 50 years of preparing for the end. Everyone's still gonna be mad at us. So, the arc emitter here is another Tier X energy weapon. It's there, I guess. Would like to buy terraforming gas. Okay. The environment will indeed soon be drastically restructured into a form more befitting purpose. Everyone's still gonna be mad at us for dooming everything when, well, so what was your idea? Oh, I doomed us all by calling out to the abyss to summon forth something powerful enough to slay our enemies and deliver us unto eternity. Just nature taking its course, folks. Yes, the assembly yards will be quite welcome. Those will help us call forth even more beam. The arc emitters, which now fire 5% faster than they did before.
Hostile fleet detected.
Maybe if you wanted to be spared the immeasurable fury of the Purge, you should have sought out different powers of your own. Where's your dark gods?
Hostile fleet detected. Construction complete.
We sought the power, and now we've brought about the end of days.
Construction complete.
All you had to do was scream at the void.
Construction complete. Building ruined.
That space station is now doomed. It will be annihilated because fleet is thoroughly blended into there. Which itself also remains strange because, you know, these are large boat. They have only large weapon. And the fleet is only large boat. You'd think maybe its behavior would be to sit back at standoff range and relax. Relax and enjoy limitless firepower, but nope, now that space station just doesn't exist anymore. Completely vaporized, start again. Any partial efforts you may have invested into it, now completely gone.
Building ruined. Science ship under attack.
Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong thing for the end of the cycle. The end of the cycle is much farther out. Or is 150... 15,000, what is that in years? We are still too many ages out from the apocalypse. Even the damn world can't end right. The gods are too lazy to show up for the apocalypse that we have sacrificed for.
Building ruined. Building ruined. Situation log updated.
Is it too much to ask to just have a proper parking space to put the apocalyptic death fleet into while they wait for Valhalla? And oh look, in the time it took them to fight two swarms, two more fresh swarms appeared.
Wave after wave. If any here in the live stream audience would like to help looking up the event ID to take our damn worthless lazy gods and wake them up, since yeah, that is the straw too many. That has now broken even our apocalyptic death fleet.
Building ruined. Building ruined.
Fun is cancelled.
Situation log updated. Situation log updated. Situation log updated. Construction complete. Construction complete. Building ruined. Hostile fleet detected.
It is perplexingly looking like no one has bothered to write down what the event ID is.
Hostile fleet detected.
Or if they have done so, it has been recorded in a manner. Search engines are strangely unwilling to notice.
Building ruined. Hostile fleet
The
detected.
page for this on the wiki has a page talking about all of the events relating to probing the shroud and getting the horizon signal and forming the packs and so forth, but
Hostile
then
fleet
proceeds to not
detected.
list any of those actual events as
Enemy
one might
troops
want
landing.
to
Building
spot
ruined.
in order to, you know, examine them in detail as mechanics in this video game to interact with the way people do
Construction
when
complete.
playing Para map.
Research complete. Building ruined. Enemy invasion defeated. Building ruined.
Just want to wake the damn Satans. Want to wake the Satans without having to wait
Situation
90 years in
updated.
vile hell.
Building ruined. Building ruined. Building ruined. Hostile fleet detected.
There we go. A helpful person in the audience was able to go digging, and that is indeed the correct number. Commence the reckoning. So the culmination of this
Research complete.
all of your worlds get consumed by the end. In their place, a number of creatures of the void are formed. Which receive bonuses which scale up by the sheer population that you fed into the abyss, and that's a bunch of combat effects that are just floating over beyond the edge of the galaxy. And a tiny band of survivors spring into existence on a space station here called Exile. Located at O'Flanagan's Pub. The Void Beasts will now go about their business, rampaging across the cosmos, destroying all. Eventually circling back around to you. And we get to watch as I actually have sincere doubts that the Void Beast will be able to take the Scourge. It will be interesting to observe. Actually, yeah, there we go. A Scourge Pod was just able to kill one of these void entities. Yep, not even the Satans will be able to break through. And now Exile will be immediately under fire from these, and then get invaded, and purged, and... As only now does the Wounded Queen appear.
Situation log updated.
Space.